Welcome to Shift Happens, week number 400.
How many weeks is that?
That's
400 weeks.
400.
Oh, that's right. How many years is that?
That's
Great.
452, carry the... Yeah, it's like 8.
7.5. Almost 8 years.
Holy
Almost
cow.
8 years.
You started doing them before I joined the crew, and I joined the crew a little over 6 years ago.
Holy crap. I remember we started doing
And we were on like 70 or something
Yeah,
like that when I
72 or
started.
74.
Wow. I remember doing them, and do we do them in the reception room at the old office?
We did in the reception room and your adjusting room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the first ones, they were supposed to be educational. We need to get back to
They
that.
were serious.
They were serious, all right. So, we're missing, who are we missing this morning?
Dr. C!
Ah, Doc, that's who we're missing.
Dr. Clay!
But we replaced him with somebody much more charming and beautiful and wiser and an insane abundance thinking. This is so cool. I think I'll take credit for this just because she's in the office this morning. But I'm going to give Dr. Price credit for this. This is cool. Listen to this, gang. So we're talking about, what were they? Foxes? What kind of foxes?
Arctic foxes.
Arctic foxes this morning. And she has, her horse trainer bought 2 of them?
2.
2 Arctic foxes. And we're talking about it, which are pretty cool. And then she goes, and they're not that expensive. I said, well, how much were they? And she goes, $600. And I thought, man, that's pretty cool. Because that's an abundance mind thinking. Where somebody will go, wow, $600, that's, 600 times 2 is what?
1,200.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, it's $1,200. So, but some people out there will go, wow, $1,200, that's a lot of money. And then we got Miss H down here, because she's a minor, so we can't say her name. I don't know if that's true or not. But in her mindset, how she's been brought up in the culture she's been brought up in, $600 is not a lot of money. And I think that's cool, because that's abundant mind thinking. And I guarantee you there's 99% of the chiropractors out there would go, well, that's a lot of money. And you were like, ain't nothing. So kudos to you, kid. I think that's cool, because I used to always laugh at Blake. She could be like, $2,000, that's not a lot of money. So all I can say is good luck to her boyfriend. So good luck to your boyfriend if we let it happen. Now Blake's 25. We've just allowed her to talk to boys. Just like yesterday.
You guys are 5 years ahead of what I was planning.
Okay, well, we're trendsetters. So we got props. We figured on number 400, right? 400.
Yeah.
We're 400, is that right? Is that the 400 a lot of money? Not really, is it? It's nothing.
It depends on what it's on.
All right, so if I'm going to spend $400 on lattes, is that a lot of money? But I'm going to spend $400 on chiropractic education stuff to make my brain better. Is that a lot of money?
You don't need any more education.
Listen to that. Rewind. I might play this over again. And again. Did you see it? And again. And one more. And again. We're going to play that one a lot. Okay, you're going to sit in there. Listen to that show. I don't need more education. I'm smart. So anyway, you know how many chiropractors are out there going, that's not true. So, which one should we start with? Well, that's going to be the maintenance one. That's going to be the flow. So we'll do this, right?
Yep, sure.
So what happens when you're bombarded by deconstructive forces and they overload the body? What we mean by that is when you have too many physical traumas, traumatism, toxins. The only person here drinking coffee is Dr. Price, because Dr. Frank Core and I, we made our healthy green smoothies.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I just haven't had my coffee yet. And because we do
Haven't made
have,
mine yet.
because we do have a latte maker in the office.
Thank you, by the way.
And you're overloaded by mental autosuggestion stresses. When it can't handle it anymore, you get what's called a vertebral subluxation. That's a misalignment in your spine. Many of the components of the subluxation we're going to kind of discuss. We're going to hit the big ones. But the big thing that happens is there's a movement problem. Well, normally vertebra bend and move like this right here. Life is motion. Motion without life is death. When there's a subluxation misalignment, there's a lack of motion. So now in your spine, you've got this issue going on, which is going to create challenges. What we do as the chiropractor, no, we'll go to you, then we'll go to you, then we'll come back to me.
Okay.
Okay, so you have that lack of motion. Now what happens along with that?
I talk about the nerve impulse from brain to the body, goes up and down. Flow, safety pin cycle, simple. So when your body cannot adapt, creates a disconnect, a subluxation. So the brain and the body can't talk properly. That impacts many things, digestion, immune system, everything. So
Mood, energy level, sleep, even constipation out there. Because remember the one little baby you had that couldn't go poo?
Yep.
That the one guy said, you know, needs some studies, so we should send him a diaper.
that's evidence.
That's evidence-based. Give him evidence.
So we
I can say something just off camera here.
hey, we got safety pins. Anyway.
Just a second. Dennis, this is for you.
So as chiropractors, we locate that subluxation, provide a specific adjustment, reconnect the brain to the body, and the flow is restored.
That is very good. So, when we do that, what happens? Now we've got the lack of flow, we have the lack of motion, so what we do as the chiropractor, we go in there, we give it a specific adjustment in that area that's not moving. After that specific adjustment or series of adjustments, then what happens is we restore motion back there.
Whoa.
When we restore motion, what happens to the flow?
Amazing.
Now we're going to move down to this amazing, beautiful young lady and her goofy looking dad. And she smiles. And we're going to roll to Dr. Price. Should you continue to get adjusted, even if it feels good? That's a good question, right?
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of like this. Hey, Miss H, if I'm really, really clean, should I quit showering?
No.
Why not? Do I get stinky? Would I smell like a horse stall that's not cleaned?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. She's off to ride horses this morning. It's like not even 6 o'clock, and she's got her neat little riding boots and her helmet here, and I was like, wow, that brings back so many memories. So, and all that I can say is, as you're venturing down this journey of horses, $600 ain't a lot of money, dude.
I found that out.
Ain't a lot of money. Yeah, it's just like, that's just getting you a sniff, so. She's over there nodding. Anyway.
So, the toothbrush. So we take care of our teeth regularly, or we should, most of us. Brushing our teeth, flossing our teeth, we get regular checkups at the dentist. We're always doing things to make sure these things look nice and pretty, stay healthy. Well, the interesting thing about them compared to, they're a hard substance in our body, just like a bone is, but they just sit in sockets. So they are completely, basically, at the mercy of whatever foods are coming in your mouth and they're sitting around them, and how often you use one of these things. The interesting thing about our spine is we use that every day, constantly. So you can go a day without eating and you don't actually use your teeth. But your spine you use every single day. It's constantly moving, even when you're sleeping, rolling back and forth, walking, picking up your kids, wrestling with her, whatever's going on, you're constantly using that spine.
Mentally stressing about those horse show bills.
Yes, that too. So, constantly using that spine and that motion, well, if we have a misalignment in there, much like he showed us here, that's affecting the way our body's functioning and the spine is functioning. It's going to create pressure on the nerve system and disconnect things. So if we can regularly maintain a healthy spine, now our body is going to be able to function better or worse over the long term.
Well, what do you think?
Better, of course. So, the better our body functions, if we can just maintain it, if we can do whatever is necessary to keep it functioning properly, and in most cases, after we get the corrective plan done, where we've corrected whatever subluxation pattern is in there, then it takes just a small amount or periodic checkups to make sure that we can continue to keep the nerve system and spine functioning properly.
So you brush your teeth to prevent tooth decay.
Exactly.
So why do you adjust it?
To prevent spinal decay.
So what you're trying to say, let me get this right. Miss H, I should keep brushing my teeth?
Yes.
Should I keep getting my spine checked?
Yes.
There it is, straight from her.
And showering.
Oh, we're gonna do
Yeah,
that
shower
too.
too.
Yeah, so, all right.
For our benefit.
They are benefited. Well, they're benefited too. So anyway, so that actually was an educational one at number
Pretty
4.
good.
was.
Not bad.
Just real quick question. Did we do 100? Like, wasn't Rob in
In
that?
the boat.
Isn't that just seems like? Do you remember that?
I wasn't there for that one. You guys shot a whole bunch of them. I wasn't there that
Yeah, we
weekend.
did like 10 that weekend.
It's weird though. That it's like remember 100? Where did we do 200 at? Did we do that? Was that during the ACP or 300?
I think 200 was ACP.
Isn't that weird? How I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of 400 of these things.
Mhm.
Who does that? Exactly nobody. So that's crazy.
Including
So
her at 5 in the morning.
yeah, 5 in the morning. So I'm impressed. So you getting paid? Didn't I pay you last time? Isn't it about time for him to fork over some bank? About time for him to fork over a little bankroll?
He's already paying for horseback riding.
That's just a sniff, man. That ain't nothing. Okay? I see the work you do up there. So, just telling you. Anyway, we're out of here.